G'day everyone, my name is BAsianDad and today we're going to do the unboxing of this Lenovo ThinkPad T14 Gen 2. It's a 14-inch business class laptop and this is probably more than likely a standard for a lot of businesses. So this is one of our workhorses. So this is the 2021 model and I don't think I need to say too much, but besides the fact that I will be creating a follow-up video after I spend a bit of time with this computer, and I'll put a link in the description below when that is available. So I'll put a review for that one there. Now, without further ado, let's get on to unboxing and let's get my good old trusty knife to do this. So let's just do that slip again, away from the body. Oh, it is quite hard when I'm doing it not in the right way. Have I got that? No, I haven't. As sharp as this knife is, it's still not getting there. Maybe it's just my angle, I think it is. Anyway, let's get to that. All right, let's just give that some nice little drink of this up. All right, straight away. Okay, let's bring this thing out here. First off, let's have a look at the power button. You know my drill. I love having a look at what's in the power there. Oh, that's a little bit different here. So let's go open up from this option. Right, we've got the usual. Now let's have a look. It's another 65-watt power adapter, and we've got a charging by the USB-C port. So that's no different from the previous year, which is last year. And then after that, it's just a free prong, which is the other part of the power gadget. We don't need that part anymore anyway. All right, what have we got here? Documentation. Let's not need that for this blog too. Okay, let's bring out the computer. So anything else besides that? No, it's just this phone here. Let's just drop this down here. And let's drop this back here. Let's drop this down here. I've got some kids sleeping, so I'm not going to drop that one off anyway. Let's go and do that nice little sticker to say security lock. And bring this out. Ooh, okay, here we go now. Texture of this one. I don't think the texture on this one has changed. Now I unboxed the X13 and the X1 this for 2021 and I've noticed that the material has changed, gone better. I wonder if this has gone any better than before. For me, it feels very similar. It feels very similar to Gen 1, the T14 Gen 1. It feels very similar. Now as for getting more fingerprint, no, I think it's improved as well along with the Gen 2s of the X series. So it's less fingerprint smudging, that's for sure. And I think it's less fingerprint. It still feels similar, but I think they've made a much more improvement on the fingerprints. Has that really grabbed any finger? No, not really. Now this one here is, I think this one's just all what you call, I'm just not going to give it any special name, plastic. That's about it. It's probably thermal plastic, the PF stuff. But this, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Okay, let's not get on to any more BSing. Let's have a look at what ports we've got anyway. So looking on the right hand side, we've got the security lock slot, which is great. We've got the RJ45 Ethernet port, loving that. We've got a massive exhaust vent, and then we've got a USB type A port, which is USB 3.2 Gen 1, and it's got power share as well too. And then we've got the optional smart card slot here, and then look on the back here, we've got a micro SIM card tray, which is good to see. It's still got that. Now looking on the left hand side, we've got two Thunderbolt 4 ports, and we still got the side connector, which is great to see. So that side connector will be able to take on the mechanical docks, which is like the Lenovo Ultra and Ultra Pro docks, which is great to see they still kept that one there. Unlike the X1 Carbons and the X13s, they no longer have that side dock anymore. Now we also continue on, we also have the USB type A port, which is USB 3.2 Gen 1, and then we've got full-size HDMI port, which is version 2.0. Got headphone jack and the micro SD card reader. Great selection of ports, just like your typical T14 or the 400 series for the ThinkPads. They're usually very reliable on a good selection of ports, and I love it. These are great to have. Now as for the weight of this, I say it's about 1.5 kilos. There's a few options for this, but about 1.5 kilos, and we'll measure that in the review video anyway, but that's about it. Now, let's slowly open up. I'm gonna actually, let's just do the one finger test before I put this up anyway. So put it down and one finger, let's see how far I can go. No, it's got a bit of a grab, that's for sure. So that's got a bit of a grab. So I'm gonna have to use 2 fingers and all the way here through. And it's a 180 degrees all the way through there. So that's got a, yep, that's pretty much just grabs it. Now I'm just going to have a look at this, and as I sort of let this go, the lid does open a little bit by itself. Just a little bit. Even though it was grabbing there, it has a little bit slightly open a little bit. That's not too bad still, and it's not much of a complaint. And as for the hinge wise, it's hinged both sides, and they are, I would say they are plastic along, but they usually do very well. These things are built durable, just so you can see that twist there. And I'm just going to actually open this up. Yeah, you can, oh, that's actually quite strong. That's a lot stronger than previous year, and they're strong in the first place. And I'm going to bring in a helper, and we'll bring this in here. So let's have a look. Now, straight away I can definitely tell you that the keyboard is, I wonder if it's actually got backlit. No, it does have backlight at all. This one I have got has no backlight. There is an option for backlight, and I'll definitely tell you the reason why I know this, when I had a look at it, it had no backlight, is because the surface of the keys is more rough and more shiny or black, I've noticed. Signifies that it doesn't have backlit, because I can definitely tell that the backlight will be on the, there is a little icon on the spacebar will actually tell you the backlit, so it's function spacebar if you have the backlit option. These are configurable. These are business computers, and they are very configurable. So one of the things you can configure without, I don't know why this one's not configured, I would normally configure, is to actually have the backlight configured in. It saves a little bit of money, but every little bit counts for a business. But if it was for me, I would definitely put that back in. Anyway, so function spacebar is how you activate the backlight, and usually there's free options for that anyway. But yeah, so that's why I said the texture of the keys. Now the keys on this for the keyboard, it's your typical ThinkPad keyboard, and I haven't changed it from the previous years. Great. Don't need to improve it if it's not broke. Leave it as it is. I like it. I love it. It's good keyboard traffic. The amount of noise, it's got a little bit of noise, but it's a good noise. For me, who loves mechanic, I think those who really love the mechanic, we call keyboards, they probably want more noise than this as well too. But it's not that annoying. Yeah, it's great. And it's still got that nice little bit of concave feel to each individual keys as well too. And they're quite large, and they've got nice spacing in between. So this ThinkPad keyboard is still the same. Still the function keys on the bottom left hand corner and the control keys on the right. You can swap them around in bars, and also the Lenovo keyboard software. I've got a video of how to change that in my previous videos, so I'll link it in the description below. But great. Loving it. And as for the power button, still lives on the top, and the speakers is along the side. Hasn't changed there at all. Now, as for the display, it's still a 16:9, which is a bit of interesting. I would have thought that was going to do a 16:10 for 2021, because I've seen the X1 and also the X13 for 2021. They moved 16:10. I was hoping the T14 Gen 2 was moved over to 16:9. It's still 16:9. Still great. I can't complain, but I think maybe next year they might look into it. Anyway, as for the webcam, it's still a 720p webcam. Please, Lenovo, let's give us an option for a 1080p webcam. We're on 2021. We are doing a little bit more video conferencing, and we're doing more content creation. So I think it'll be nice if we see a 1080p webcam in 2022. So please with that. Now, there is a privacy shutter. It's a little flick of a switch, and of course you see the physical shutter go over, and you see it goes red just to signify that it's got a physical shutter over it and disables the webcam. So I'm just going to pop that through back over. Oh, that was starting to get hard. I just need a little more fingernail for that. Okay, now that's pretty much it. There's a fingerprint reader on the right side of the trackpad. Now, as for the trackpad, has that been improved? I think that's like very similar to the old one, the previous model. It hasn't really, it's still got more of a glassy feel to it. So I think it's improved, but it's not as smooth and glass felt like the X13s and the X1 Carbon Gen 9. So that it still has improved. I think it has improved for sure. That's for sure. It is mechanical at the bottom, so you can still, right, and it is hinged at the top. That's for sure. I can see that. And then of course it's got track point and all the G spot, all the keyboard nipple in the middle there, and you got the 3 buttons that support the trackpad, track point in the middle. All right, let's turn this computer on. Now, of course, you've got to get the power to actually power this computer on. It's a safety feature of Lenovo because you got to connect it up, else they don't want it to accidentally turn on while it's in shipping mode anyway. So you do need to connect to mains power to turn these things on. And I'm just going to quickly turn on, just let's have a look at the display here. Now, for processor wise, it is using the 11th gen Intel core. It's can either get the i5 or the i7, and they are 4 cores as well. Now, as for the RAM wise, you can go all the way up to 48 gigs of RAM, just like the previous model. Now, and this is an interesting one, and just do pay attention to this one. It can either be 8 or 16 gigs soldered to the system board first, and then they've got 1 slot or RAM slot, which can take up to 32 gigs of RAM. Hence why you add those two up, you go up to a maximum of 48 gigs of RAM. So there is a bit of upgradability, which is great to see. Now, as for the hard drive wise, you have 1 slot of M.2, and as for the graphics, it does have Intel integrated graphics, but you can opt in for a discrete graphics, which is the GeForce MX450. The previous one was the MX250, so it looks like they've improved that, which is good to see. That gives you a better option. And I'll just see if I've got the touch or not. No, I haven't got the touch for this one here. So there is a non-touch and touch version of the full HD. And of course, there's the privacy screen version, which actually gives you 500 nits of brightness. So that's the reason why if you're looking at the privacy screen, gives you a lot more brightness. This one's probably the 300 brightness one. There is a 400 brightness one as well, 400 nits for the brightness. And there's also a 4K version of this. Again, it'll be 400 nits of brightness as well too. So that's pretty much all about it. As for speaker wise, it hasn't really changed too much, and I will test that in the review video. I'll also open this computer up in the review video. This is just a quick touch and feel on just to see what this computer is like for this Gen 2 and see how it feels on there. Now, I will be doing temperature test and fan noise test in my review video as well. Now, I hope you find this video informative or enjoyed it. If you did, smack that like button for me, and if you hadn't done already, subscribe my channel by hitting the subscribe button on the bottom of the screen. I do try upload a new video every week, and just remember, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting, and I'll see you next video.